I sound like a loser. Let me delete this. What am I doing? Alright, what's up y'all? I'm gonna show you how to do Twixtor, because why not? When you learn how to do it, it's very easy and it can be very fun. It's not scary at all. First thing you're gonna need is this extension. It's made by bro here. The link to the GitHub will be in the description. They have instructions on how to install it and add it to Vegas. This has helped me so much, because before my shit wasn't like stiff, but with this it's way, like, my transitions and my Twixtor is way smoother. So shout out to the dude that made that. First thing I want to talk about is scene selection. Scene selection is really important. Oliver, what do you mean? All right, look at this scene. You see how these, like, you see how they have similar frames? Like, it's smooth. If I were to put Twixtor on this, it would look horrid. Why would anyone? Why? The frames do not, oh my god, what were they doing? These frames are too different from each other. So the Twixtor isn't gonna transition well and there's gonna be warping, which we don't want. So make sure you choose scenes that have pretty smooth animation. Like this. This is really smooth animation. I love Fooly Cooly so much. First thing you wanna do, have your song. I already have my markers. We better turn up. Get your scene ready. Go to where you want your Twixtor to start. You know me? What you wanna do is you wanna start counting dead frames. What are dead frames? Usually in animation, a lot of stuff is animated on twos, meaning like, oh, that's a frame. Boom, next frame, bro does not move. Boom, he moved. He didn't move. He moved. He moved. He moved. He didn't move. He moved. It seems like he moves every 2 frames in this clip. What you want to do is right click this, go to properties. He moves every 2 frames, so you know what we're going to do. Boom, playback rate. So we basically sped up the clip. And now look, oh my god, he's moving every 1 frame. This way our Twixtor can be smoother. You want to know what happens when you don't do that? Let me show y'all. It's about to be sad, bro. You get this. Oh my god, it was horrible. This edit is like, I want to say 4 years old. I was not counting no dead frame. Oh my god. Hold on, let me slow this shit down. Bro, is this it's in 720? What was I doing? See how it stops? And I had warping. Oh, I was so cooked. It doesn't continuously move. It stops and then goes. That was terrible. Oh my god. So if you ever do Twixtor and you wonder why you have that problem, it's because you didn't count dead frames. I need Vaseline. What was I saying? Oh yes. You know how in AE them niggas be like cutting it like every time it moves and then they squish it together, and then yeah, hell nah. Hell nah. When I edit, I would like to do stuff as efficiently as possible and as fast as possible. I am so glad this works. Now on to the next step, the actual Twixtor. I already have a preset made. Don't look at these. I like to put RSMB on my my clips when I Twix them. It helps hide warping. Also, I just like how it looks. So boom, here's the RSMB. Copy these settings. You can make it a preset. You just click this and click save as and name it whatever you want, and boom, it'll show up right here. So after you do that, put on your Twixtor, copy these settings. This is important. Frame number. And we're setting it to frame number because if you see, if we go through the clip, it's not moving. Boom, we click this. The number you type in here is the frame in the clip. So if you click 1, boom, that's 1 frame into the clip, and oh my god, it moved, and there's a keyframe. It's that it's Twixing the entire thing. And here's the cool part. I want a certain part to stop here, and I want to Twix the rest. So you go to the part you want. I want it to stop right here. I want kind of a build up. Check this out. At this part, I want him to stop. I Twix it until he like stops moving. So you see 8, 9. He's not moving, so we're gonna go back to the second he stops moving. That way, like, there's no freezing and pausing in the Twix. We don't want that. And here comes the best part, the graph. So how the graph works is the closer these lines are to the edge of the graphs, the sharper the Twix is gonna be. So if we make it like this, make sure you click the clip. You can select the Twixtor and make sure this matches up with what we're animating. We're animating the frame, so we're gonna click frame. You should automatically select it. Make sure you place the playhead in between the 2 frames, and then you click apply, and oh my god, it automatically generated what keyframe would make sense with the curve right here. Isn't that sick? I love this plugin so much. So if we look at the Twix, look at that. Oh my god, it's sharp. And if you do the same thing for this side, boom, I don't even have to open it. That's how efficient this is. I love this extension. Now, one thing I will say about this graph is, while you know presets are efficient, I do not recommend exclusively only using presets for graphs. When you're editing, you should always be making your own graphs for each thing you do. That way you can always adjust, because if I just plop a sharpness on it and then just click apply and then keep moving, my edit's gonna look stiff because maybe this graph doesn't work for this specific clip or part of the song I'm using. So I'm actually gonna change these two, and we're gonna Control Z. So we're just gonna edit the clip slightly. Boom. Like, I have presets. I'm not a hypocrite. I have presets, but that's because I don't want to move these down the entire way. Like, I still click this and I still like edit them a little bit. I'm not saying presets aren't helpful. I just think you should always be tweaking your graph or just anything. Like the same with shake. If you have a preset with a shake, the shake isn't going to work for every clip, and then you're going to wonder why your shakes look ugly. You should always be tweaking stuff. Boom. Oh, I pressed Control X by accident. That's a reflex, and it's a good thing that's a reflex. Get into the habit of pressing Control S like every 3 seconds or every time you make a change. It'll help you out in the long run when fucking Sony Vegas decides to crash for no reason. And look, that works so much better than just doing this and then pressing apply. Tweak your stuff, guys, please. You know what? We'll save it. Fuck. I actually hate it. We're gonna tweak it one more time. Look at that. Oh my god. It's so easy and it's so efficient. Let me show y'all just how. Okay, we're gonna speed through this clip just so I can show you how fast and easy this is. So boom. Like here. At the end, it goes by every 3 frames, it looks like. Boom. Like that. Oh, look at that. I have a preset. Ooh, I love editing. I want this to be kind of fast to start. Then for this one, I'm gonna do the same thing. Count dead frames. He moves every 2 frames. Ooh, Twix. By the way, if you type a number that's higher than the amount of frames in this one clip, then what's it called? Like if I do 13, there isn't 13 frames in this clip, it'll turn red. So make sure you keep the number like the same or under the amount in this clip. Boom. And boom, easy, fast Twixtor. I love Sony Vegas. And the best part about this method is you can do reverse Twixtor like very easy. Like how I do it is I usually like make this number a little bit lower, like 0.8, just so it eases into it better. And then you type in a number and it'll go back to the frame at the start of the clip. And you can use that for transitions and stuff. It works so well. Let me find a clip where this works. All right, let's see if this works. Oh my god, I'm a flow god. Look at that, boom. I didn't even have to put a slide on it. You know what, we're in too deep. I might as well just edit this clip just a little bit. Boom, quick and easy edit. And like literally 80% of this edit is Twixtor. Twixtor can make or break your edit. Just experiment. Oh my god, hey, it's me from the future. So I didn't talk about flow frames because like if my shit warps, I just don't care. But I know there are gonna be some people out there who might ask about flow frames, so I know how it works. I use it sometimes. So what FlowFrames is an AI video interpolation software. Let me show you how FlowFrames works. Let's say you have these 2 frames, right? FlowFrames uses AI and it uses the information of these 2 frames and it generates frames in between them to try to make it smoother. People usually use it to like boost videos from like 30 FPS to 60 FPS because it generates more frames. But we can use this to make our Twixtor better, and it helps minimize warping as much as possible. It's not perfect, like it doesn't work in all cases, but it's still very helpful. Again, I don't use it because I really don't like to use third-party software. If I can help it, I would like everything to be in Vegas. It saves me time. Also, I'm just really lazy. Basically, it's the same process. You count dead frames. Also, I think I forgot to mention while counting dead frames is, you see how the background moves? Like the background's moving even when they're not moving. We're focusing on them. So I'm counting whenever he moves. So they move every 2 frames and then they start to move every 3 frames. We're gonna go with the higher number, so we're gonna go properties, set playback rate to 3. Boom. We're gonna take this and we're gonna cut it. Focus on this clip, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually render this clip out. All right, so now that's rendered, what you're gonna do is open up FLOWFRAMES. I have a link for it in the description. Boom, FLOWFRAMES. So click interpolation and click browse video. Find the clip you rendered, put it in there. It should automatically select the right interpolation AI for your computer. They have ones for NVIDIA. Mine selected this. And then we're gonna set this to ×8 and then click interpolate. Scene selection is still very important. Like, obviously this doesn't work for all scenes. You should still be very mindful of the scenes you're choosing. All right, so it's done interpolating. As you can see, it rendered out the finished interpolated clip. What we're gonna do, we're gonna drag that back in, boom. And if I stretch this out, as you can see, there's more frames for us to work with. Like I said, it's not perfect. Like, there's still some extreme warping like that. So again, be mindful. But after that, you just treat this clip the same way, like with Twixtor. The right clip, it can help a lot. RSMB does help hiding warping, but it can only do so much, you know. Anyway, that's how you do Twixtor. Subscribe, please. I make cool stuff.